Hey there, Jessica Collins here from forestbathingcentral.com and flashfittrainer.com. And today I just wanted to talk to you about forest bathing and just sort of give you an introduction to it because a lot of people ask, what is it? What is forest bathing? It sounds kind of strange when you hear it the first time. You're thinking, do you actually like bathe in a tub in the forest? No, no, no. And there's no getting naked, don't worry. It's all about soaking in the essence of the forest. And what I mean by that, it's not quite as abstract as it sounds. It just means hanging out in nature, in the trees, breathing in that clean air. And actually, there are studies that show that the essential oils from the trees actually cause some really cool effects in the body. Lower stress levels, they improve the immune system. So, being in the forest is something that came from Japan. It's called shinrin-yoku in Japanese. And in Japan, since the 80s, they've actually been doing forest bathing as part of like their public policy, like their health policy. So they actually have forests set aside just for forest bathing, and they have to pass like rigorous tests. They have to be therapeutic enough to pass the test. So, and they test that level of the essential oils from the trees and stuff. So, Shinrin Yoku is really actually, over 20 years old from Japan, and it's just starting to come over to the US, into the West. There's quite a few articles online about it, and I've seen some lately. Like I just saw one on WebMD, and you can check out my resource. I will put some links below. I have a whole page on the Forest Bathing Central website about all the studies that have been done about forest bathing and being in nature and that kind of thing. And some of them are from Japan, from all the studies that they've looked at for forest bathing. So it's really a cool thing, and it's something that we probably all kind of feel inside of us already when we're in nature or we're taking a walk down a path in the forest, and you come out of that feeling different. You come out of that feeling very calm and centered and just different. So this is just putting a name on that feeling that you get, and it gives it a purpose. And now that there's studies behind it, now there's meaning behind it, much more meaning than we ever knew, and probably way more meaning than we already know. So some of the other benefits, so like, why would you go forest bathing? What's the point? So like I said, the essential oils in the trees, actually, like, there's immune, it helps with the immune system. There are mental health benefits. And one of the things I've seen lately is a lot of therapists are taking their patients into the forest or teaching them forest therapy or nature therapy in general, because it's really helping. It's really something that helps their patients, especially I've noticed with anxiety, depression. Anxiety is something that I struggle with myself, and I have struggled with OCD. That's another thing that this really helps with, because it teaches mindfulness. And mindfulness isn't just a pretty little package that, a pretty little name for something. It's actually tried and true and tested. It's a strategy for helping with anxiety and OCD and other mental health issues, because it brings you to the now. If you're paying attention, like in the forest, to the colors, the bright colors, all the different colors, the layers of colors, if you're paying attention to the smells, if you're paying attention to the sounds, you can hear some of the sounds behind me here, the crickets and the frogs and stuff. If you're paying attention to the smell, the pungent smell of the leaves and the flowers and just the air in the forest, you are bringing yourself into the now, into mindfulness, which stops rumination. So when your mind is going over and over negative things, or with OCD, things that are really scary, uh, it helps stop that thought pattern. It helps bring you back to what's going on around you rather than being up in your head and thinking about all those bad things. So, like, grounding is a technique that they use for OCD where you actually like rub your hands together and pay attention to how that feels, and you pay attention to what's around you and what you feel and how your body feels in your chair and that sort of thing. So, it's really therapeutic. So, a lot of therapists are using forest bathing in their practice, which I think is really amazing, and it's very effective. So, other reasons that you might go out into the forest are you need a break. You just need a break. You need to clear your head. When people say, "Oh, I just need to clear my head," the forest is a great place to go to do that because it like literally and figuratively clears your head. Like all that clean air and oxygen clears your head. Literally and figuratively, it's going to help you gain clarity on whatever you're needing a break from. So, which brings me to another point. If you need a solution to a problem, you need to come up with ideas, you need help with thinking through something. The forest is a great place to do that because while you're walking and you're slowly engaging your senses and stuff, you can let your brain relax, and sometimes you'll pull out a little nugget of greatness from that unwinding. So that's a little bit of an intro to forest bathing. I hope you'll hop on over to Forest Bathing Central and check out what I have there. I have a free gift over there for you. I have 3 exercises you can do by yourself to try out forest bathing and a little bit of a starter guide